Hello, it's Ciara Myst, and it's time to go behind the scenes. We are breaking down the who, the what, and the how of my talent show for RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18. Now, I know we normally talk about the fashions on this, and we will talk about them, but there are a lot of pieces that made this project possible. This idea of metamorphosis and transformation in my art is actually something that I've shared before. I created a makeup piece called Metamorphosis that actually hung in the Mayor's Gallery in Atlanta. That version was very special to Ryan, and the opportunity to bring it to life for Ciara in my own way at this point in my life was a beautiful creative challenge. I love to write lyrics, I love to journal, I love to write poems. So does my friend Tara. So sharing some very vulnerable poetry with her was a safe space for me to collaborate on the language that was used to create this piece. With the wording telling the story exactly how I wanted, I was able to collaborate with musical artist Behold. His work is rooted in synth and retro sounds, specifically in sci-fi and horror, which is exactly the genre of music that I wanted to have backing this piece. Check out his channel to see how he used all of these amazing practical sounds to create this alien horror soundscape. My drag sibling Brentley Bitch helped me with the recording process. So taking the recording with the musical scoring, we were able to combine these to create the piece that you heard on RuPaul's Drag Race. Now let's get into the outfits. Technically there's two, but the process of this was pretty integrated. Like I said, I had conceptualized this a while ago, so I had started to shop this idea around to designers a while ago when I had my sketch. However, I got a little bit of sticker shock. I needed to have the cocoon and the butterfly, and for half of the butterfly, I was quoted by 3 different designers around the range of $10,000 to $15,000. I was not planning on spending that much money, especially on a singular outfit, so working with other designers was out, and that meant it was staying in-house. I'm not opposed to that. I love having creative control, but this was a beast of work. And I'm so proud of the entire Operation Stardust team for everybody bringing it together. Let's start with the cocoon shell. This is one of the last pieces that we worked on, and it is such a feat of construction, but it is also very rigid, as we saw. The piece itself is made up of a lot of furniture foam, fabric wrapping, and then is just encrusted in pearls and appliques and rhinestones to take it into this sort of alien, otherworldly texture. The headpiece was constructed using the same techniques that we used to make the chameleon helmet. This one had to be a little bit more lightweight though, because it had to house the butterfly underneath. I wanted the whole thing to feel a little bit like an H.R. Geiger reference, so integrating the skulls on the breast form as well as the tubing throughout is all just plastic and hot glue that I airbrushed and we embellished to make it feel like it is a seamless texture throughout. The mix of organic and biomechanical and gritty bone makes this a really disgusting, beautiful piece. Now, the inside. The butterfly suit was something that I knew I wanted to give mostly natural body but be cinched in. But because of the nude illusion mesh, I knew I needed to be careful about exposing any of my undergarments. Using a mix of power mesh that was see-through and a nude fabric that is a very good skin match, I was able to make all of those spots invisible. Layering on red lace and red stretch fabric, I was able to build this sort of musculature in a way that still feels fashion forward and not too literal. I wanted this to feel like my body had literally turned inside out. So there's a mix of bone as well as skin peeling off of my shoulders in the design. With some unique patterning happening, once I had the bodysuit sewn and constructed, then comes my favorite part, the embellishment. Taking black puff paint, I was able to mirror some of the designs in a monarch butterfly's wing in the musculature of my anatomy. All of this went into a huge phase of embellishment with everybody from Operation Stardust. We were adding red rhinestones and pearls, and there was definitely some science and logic in what was getting what textures. Now, one of the most beautiful but time-consuming parts of this are all of the butterfly wing. This beautiful sheer flowy fabric was hand-painted by my friend Ilana Alamode. Taking a design that I sketched out for butterfly wings in a variety of sizes, she used a projector and painted all of these designs onto the wings, and our friend Poopshit the Clown serged them so that way everything had a clean edge. We were able to then place these wings onto the headpiece and as a train on the bodysuit so that I had all of this magical flow around me. Now, while I did perform this live on stage at RuPaul's Drag Race, I wanted to capture it in an art piece short film. This was filmed by Alice Anarchy, based here in Indianapolis, and my wonderful community helped me to build the set, technical direct this piece, and bring it to life. If you have not already seen it, make sure you check it out. Taking an idea that I've had in my brain for so many years and bringing it to life feels so impeccable, and I'm so proud of everyone for helping me bring this to life, both in the physical costume and in the fully realized short film. Thank you so much for helping to make that possible, and thank you for tuning in to yet another Behind the Scenes.